Opening tip is controlled and won by Morton. They'll be moving right to left as we get things started here in our first half, and the state tournament is underway. Railers looking for 7 wins, and the ball is quickly thrown away by White. Nice job by the Railers on the turnover.
He just threw it right to Nelson, hit him in the stomach.
Probably fans over on the Morton side saying, put Dalton in. Inside to Brandt, looking to go. Back door, Jordan coming around to screen. Over to Gesner. Gesner will spot up, fire off a 3. Rolls off, no good. Rebound coming down, but it's taken away by Kirby, and then Austin got called for steps. Austin did walk, but again, something we saw early. The first thing Morton did, bring it down to the lower level.
Yeah, and Coach, I talked to Coach after Lanphier. He really thought that the big kid from Lanphier did that. You remember what Lincoln did to Lanphier on that? As they bring it down, we had Railers all over him.
They had a good look that time. We'll make those shots. We get them all night.
So, no score here, just a minute into the contest.
The far corner of the floor is not available to us due to the students.
Hayden over to Rossi.
That's just where we want Morton, 30 feet out, looking around.
Skip pass across inside. They try to get it to Lundeen. Lundeen kicks it back out to Hayden. White skips it all the way across to Rossi, underneath to Bisping. We know Morton can be very, very patient with the basketball.
Good defense so far on the part of the Railers. They're going to play Hedin all the way out to the free throw, or all the way out to center court.
Rossi. Hayden, Bisping just running along the baseline. Rossi finds Bisping in the corner. He turns, fires off a shot, spins up, and it'll go down.
Tough shot. Tough shot. Give him that shot all night. And they start with Rossi on Nelson.
Gesner to Coyne, top of the key. Grant looking for someone down low.
Wow. And Smith is, they've got Dalton White on Smith. He's 5'10".
Kirby, top of the key, hands off to Nelson. Nelson switched over on Hayden. Now Jordan fires off a 3. In and out, no good. Bisping high for the rebound. Knocked away by Gesner. Jordan flips it up, and we're tied.
That is it. I got to tell you, that is it.
Morton quickly into the front court, tied at 2. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Railers with 2 offensive rebounds so far.
Rossi skips it across to Bisping. His little 12-foot jumper's up and good again.
Can't let him have an open shot on the baseline.
Bisping only had 8 against us in the first meeting, but had 20 last night against Springfield.
Well, we got to find a way to get Smitty on White down low. Oh, got him. Oh, Nelson or Smith had him.
Gesner handles top of the key, being guarded by Hayden.
It's like a box or triangle and 2 right now against for the Railers.
Boy, it is.
And lob it inside. Austin kicks it back out. Coyne now to Nathaniel. I tell you what, Rossi every 4 or 5 seconds just reaches out and starts, and Kirby fires a 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Coyne tries to save it in, and he does. Where have we seen that before? And Rossi just keeps reaching out and just pokes Jordan.
Yeah, he's just slapping him, and we got to get a call here somehow. He just reaches out and puts his arm on him. We know Rossi's only a sophomore, and he's not very skilled, but he's got to be held accountable for that.
Austin will fire off another 3. That one's back to him again. Jordan gets the rebound, hands off to Nathaniel.
Railers 0 for 4 from three-point land now.
Railers getting the boards. Nelson being guarded by Rossi. Goes right by Rossi, and a foul is going to be whistled on Morton. And see who that foul is going to be whistled against. I don't know if they got Rossi. They may have got White on that one.
Yeah, a player from Morton will complain.
Well, and what happens with a triangle and 2 is the 2 guys that are triangled can sometimes get lazy and not move. And Jordan and Nathaniel cannot be lazy. They've got to find a way to get the ball, get open, back cut, set screens, use them as making the screens so that they can get some of the other Railers open. But they can't stand outside.
Kirby between the circles. Jordan did a nice job keeping his pivot foot.
Gesner threw a great screen. It should have been a foul.
Gesner open on the right wing. Gesner being watched by Lunding. Nice pass inside, but it's tipped away by Morton, and the Railers down 4-2 as we're almost halfway through the first quarter. Morton with the basketball.
So much for a fast start.
Bisping's going to drive in off the glass, and he's got all 6 for Morton. They've got a 6-2 advantage. Railers into the front court. Nelson on the dribble. Hands off to Gesner. Gesner back to Coyne. Grant, as Nathaniel's going through the lane, being grabbed. Well, Nelson clears on a 3, fires it up, left to short. Nathaniel's there for the rebound. Nathaniel goes in. Contact, and a foul is going to be whistled, and Nathaniel go to the line shooting 2.
Railers with 5 offensive rebounds, but we haven't got anything put back.
Right, we're on the boards, and that's one thing. It looks like against that triangle, too, is going to be wide open. We've had rebounds where we haven't even been anybody close to the Railers. So a good job by Smitty, not just settling to stay outside. Hey, I'm guarded. I got to do something else to get myself involved in the game.
Nathaniel's first free throw up and good, came in a 79% free throw shooter, but yes, I was ordered by his dad to stop.
What Nelson's got to do is stop standing on the sideline where he can't be seen by an official, Josh. He's got to get out there because Rossi's just banging him and holding him. He's got to get out there and let the ref see it.
Nathaniel makes them both, makes it a 6-4 contest, 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Underneath, Bisping going to drive against Coyne, puts it back out to Rossi. Hayden's lefty 3 on the way. It's good.
Morton's on fire right now. They haven't missed much. They missed one shot.
9-4 advantage for Morton. Railers down 5. Gesner. Coyne bounces down low to Kirby. Back out to Brandt. Swing it quickly to Gesner. He's open from the left side. Missed it off the front of the rim. But Kirby again tracks down the offensive rebound.
Wow, Railers can't buy a basket right now. Part of it is who's shooting it, and that's who's open. It's not wrong that they're doing it.
Nelson working against Rossi. Drives to guard by Rossi. Kicks it back out to Gesner. Quickly over to Austin. Austin from the left wing. His 3 is off, no good. Ball loose. Rossi comes out of there with Morton. Man. So Morton right now has taken away Nelson and Smith, and that's proved successful as they're up 9-4 as we approach 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Hayden.
Jake Olson getting set to come in. There's a steal.
Lundeen tried to go into the lane, but it was stripped away, so the Railers with, again, a chance to get some points. But got to find a way to get some good shots for Smith and Nelson.
Even shots.
Austin, he drives in, bounces, back out to Nathaniel. High arcing 3 on the way, shot up an air ball. Gesner saved it in. Nice job, but the Railers keep possession again. Wow. Nathaniel fakes it one way, over to Kirby.
Railers have 7 offensive rebounds.
Brandt, inside out. Gesner's 3, back rim no good. Nathaniel tries to get the rebound, but White boxes him out. And Morton up 9-4. Bisping's going to drive in, and Brandt's going to be whistled for the foul, and that's going to send Morton to the line.
Not a good start for the Railers. So really having trouble with this triangle at 2, and you can't blame them. It's a defense they see once a decade, but we've got to find a way to get some shots out of this, and we've got to find a way to get Smith and Nelson open. It is doable. We just got to figure out that way.
Bisping at the line with 1:56 to go. His first free throw up and good.
And Morton is perfectly willing to let Gesner and Austin Kirby shoot 3s.
Jake Olson checks in for Gesner.
I almost think you got to look for Max Cook. He's a pretty good 3-point shooter. We got to find a way to get them out of that triangle at 2.
Yeah, we got to find a way to stop Bisping. He's just roaming on the baseline, and our backs are not doing a good job right now of finding him.
Makes both free throws, so at 1:50 to go in the first quarter, Morton with an early lead at 11-4. Bisping with 8.
Oh, man, Rossi just fired an elbow into Jake in front of an official.
Olson backs the dribble out near the timeline.
He could be the dirtiest player we've seen this year.
Coyne bounces over to Nelson. Nelson clears around, fires up a double clutch 18-footer. That's no good. Brandt tries to get the rebound. Bisping out of there with it for Morton. Swinford on the left side. Tries to find Lundeen on the baseline, but they get him covered up. And now Morton may want to slow it down a little bit.
Why not? You're up 11-4.
Hayden's picked up his dribble near the timeline. Throws it over to Swinford. Approaching the 1-minute mark. Railers down 11-4 first quarter. Lundeen out to Hayden. Now to Rossi. Lundeen's going to try and make a move to the basket. It opens up. Nathaniel's going to be whistled for the foul, and Morton go back to the line shooting 2.
Well, Railers aren't doing much job on either end of the floor right now, and not how you want to start.
No, and we've got to find a way to get some easy baskets. You know, we haven't gotten easy looks. We've kind of gone back against the zone to the old Railers of just shooting a lot of 3s. We've got to find a way for Smitty to get open for penetration, and also Jordan.
We got to work the zone. I mean, it's a triangle. There's we got to flash people from the baseline up, and we got to flash people from the side in.
49 seconds to go in the first. Second free throw on the way. That rolls good as well.
And Morton's playing this well. They've worked on this. They didn't just decide to do this today.
13-4. Morton with a 9-point advantage.
It's certainly not it's early in the game. You worry about where your points are going to come from.
Kirby trying to get everything in the right spot.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll call that, but we won't call Rossi holding.
Jake gets whistled for the illegal screen, trying to free Jordan for a 3.
And it was. The call was right. It's just that you got to call Rossi holding him. But the referees certainly have not put him down 13-4.
33 seconds to go. Morton with a 9-point advantage. Swinford, and he stepped on the sideline, so a turnover right in front of the scorer's bench. Gives it back to the Railers. You know, with only 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter, it may not seem like it. You need a score here. You start the second quarter with the basketball. It's a good spot for the Railers to get back into this game quickly.
Yeah. They're only down 9. It's not the end of the world here, but you worry because the Railers are really struggling to find a way to score.
Olsen's picked up his dribble, flips it over to Austin Kirby. 20 seconds to go. Kirby. Nelson coming around 2 or 3 screens. Jordan's going to drive in, kicks it out to Nathaniel. Instead, it was taken away by Lundeen. Rossi up to Hayden, down to 7. Somebody needs to go to the basket. Swinford, right corner 3. It's on the way. Off no good. Hayden flips it up off the glass, and it goes in.
Boy, certainly a tough first quarter for the Railers.
Fitting way for it to wrap up here at the end of 1. It is Morton 15, Lincoln 4. We'll be back with the second quarter in 60 seconds. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.